Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this podcast, we have our guest Shruthi Samyuktha. In this video, we talk about admission process, social life, clubs, and integrating with social people and as well as international people out there, education phase, and everything. Let's jump in and hear from her. Hello Sam,
Hi.
welcome to my podcast.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Thank you for inviting me. Yes.
Yes, Sam, I know you a bit. We met a couple of times. But can you give us a brief introduction about yourself to all the audience out there?
Sure. Hi, I'm Sam. I study in Audencia right now. I'm in my second year. I came from Chennai,
Okay.
and I'm specializing in business strategy consulting.
That's cool, Sam. Yeah, I know everyone has their own reasons to choose one country or specific country to go for abroad studies. So, what is your reason to choose France as your study destination?
So initially, I had three other destinations in mind, which is Germany, Netherlands, and Luxembourg.
Okay.
But then I ended up choosing France because I had some people I knew here, and then I also heard about CAF, and those kind of facilities were also quite helpful. And also, Audencia was one of the main reasons. I liked thing, and also Nantes was one of the reasons because it was like a peaceful city and a lot of green spaces, which I really love. I don't prefer being in cities like Paris or crowded cities like that. So that was also.
I do feel so many them. Like I do researched a bit, and I came to know there are things like CAF and few other benefits that France government is giving. But sadly, there is a rumor that it's gonna be ended up and like lifted up to international students. We have to see about that. But one question which always stuck in me is we came generally from southern part of India. You basically from Tamil Nadu, where there is the weather and climate is very much hot. So how did you habituated to the cold weather here?
Yeah, actually, thanks for asking that. That was one of my main challenges here immediately after coming to France. Even when others were, you getting used to the weather quite quickly. September, it was not that cold, but even that time, it was quite cold for me. I had to have multiple layers. So one way of getting through that was like finding this one good jacket that I could use throughout. Because I'm coming from a hot country. I do not have like winter clothes and stuff. So yeah, coming here and I bought that in Decathlon, and that has been saving my whole time. Even now I have it because it's a good investment. That's what I would recommend. Like instead of waiting for a long time, buy that one jacket and like be set, a neutral color and yeah.
Yeah, Sam, that is one of the like difficult thing for me to habituate as well to the weather out there. I mean, like, mainly in winter, I feel like don't even getting out of my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sam, can you walk us through the admission process of yours? How did it began? How it went? I'm like, where did you go? How you came about? I'm like, how did you know about Audencia and all the things?
Sure. So my process started after I worked for a few years.
Yeah.
So I went to an education consultancy, but I did not have a good experience with the first education consultancy that I went to. I felt like it was a total waste of money. They didn't actually send the mail to the universities on time. They wasted a lot of my time. They delayed the process and stuff. So if I should like tell people on like what they should do, I would say do it yourself. Because after coming here only I realized so many people who did not know how to enter the university and stuff, they kind of did their own research and went to applications like, just a school in France where you can apply like 5 universities in one go. It's such a simple process. I don't know why I went through education consultancy. I feel like I could have done way better by myself. But also there was another consultancy which was for free and they helped me quite a bit, so I'm grateful to that.
Okay.
But I think at the end of the day it all boils down to you doing your own research, and now with AI I feel like you have way more capability at the fingertips. You can do whatever research you want. So yeah, I would recommend doing your own research.
Yeah, that's cool. Can you? I think you went to educational fairs as well, right? Can
Yes.
you tell how is your experience?
Educational fairs, I would say I went to a couple of them.
Okay.
Some of them were, first of all, there were too many long queues, and then they just it felt like they were selling something to us. I don't know if what they're telling was like quite true. Usually people just follow what their mind says. Like, for example, they know that this university is good, then they'll go only to that booth and say. People who are like completely uninformed are quite rare. But for me, I was one of the uninformed people, so I went through like most of the booths. Actually, I didn't see Audencia there. I didn't see Audencia there, but I saw other colleges. But yeah, it was pretty normal. Nothing big for me. Education.
Okay, so you don't think they added a much value to your
Exactly.
research?
I don't think so. I think doing the research in the internet and like asking people, especially through LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, after that only I realized that people who like I knew itself had studied in Audencia before. So
Okay.
it was interesting to me. Like, so I called up people like my father's friends, children who had studied in France. So
Okay.
they gave me a good idea about other colleges in France as well.
Okay. Okay, Sam. I really want to focus on like social life and clubs in this podcast mainly because you are very much aware. So I'm gonna start from the scratch. How did you build your friendships when you first arrived in France?
So yeah, I think something that really helped me was like the community groups and WhatsApp groups.
Okay.
I joined most of the WhatsApp groups, even though I know people usually they see WhatsApp and then they archive the group. But I think that was really beneficial. Like for example, one time I had a problem with housing, where I had to find a house in like 3 days, and WhatsApp group was the one which helped me. And most of my friends who are right now are all people I know from there. And I also think it will really help to be proactive, like to reach out to them first, and like just I'll just say like, hi, I'm Sam, would you be this is my situation. So for example, if I'm searching for a roommate and say, would you be interested, like DM me if you're interested. Like,
Yes.
I've built so many friendships like that. Like my best friend right now also, I reached out to her, and even if you're going to offer help to others, they'll remember that for a long
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
Yeah, so either you help others or like they help you. I think community groups are the best. So no matter which institution or organization like I enter, I always ask for the first, like, any group that you have, like where we can connect and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah, that's really helpful.
Yeah, Sam, I too agree with you. I mean, like one more thing really want to mention is LinkedIn is one thing you can find so many people where people really like to connect with people and can answer
Mm.
few of your questions as well. One more thing, Sam, is it easy to connect with local students
Mm.
or with the international students for you?
So yeah, so first, yes, I was also like, once I found like the people who spoke my language and stuff, it was easier to like talk with them and hang out with them more often. Yeah, for sure. And you have that comfort, right? You're coming into a new country and
Yes.
you want to just be with someone who speaks your language also, and then eat similar food as you, watch movies. In fact, after coming here, I watched more Tamil movies than like the usual movies that I watch. So yeah, it's comforting. But I also think it was not hard for me. Again, I say Nantes is a very good place.
Yes.
Like, people are very friendly, I feel very accepting. So when I reach out to people and I ask, like for example, there was this boating thing that we wanted to go to. Again, I got this information from some random community group, and I reached out to them and I asked, like, can I join? And they said, yeah, sure, just come to this place. So I think it's also important to connect with the international students and like other people as well. You should like stick to the commitment, right? Even if you're not able to go, you should like be polite enough to say that you're not able to go. Or so yeah, that's quite important. And in the end, you end up building some really good experiences. Like, I've done different kinds of activities with different people. Like, it was not just people from Audencia. One thing
Okay.
I'd like to say, it was like just people who are studying in other universities, or just non people. So yeah, it was easy to integrate for international students. And it was not only French, there were Canadians, Germans, and people who spoke English also. So it was easier to connect. Obviously, French, it's a bit different, but I wouldn't say it's hard.
Sam, you mentioned about making like friendship with international students as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned the importance of it as well. So what is your approach of making new friends or starting the conversation in a different environment?
So me personally, I'm a very like extroverted person. I like making friends. I love talking to people and stuff like that. So for me, it comes easily. But I would say to anyone else like finds it difficult or something, I think three main things I would say. One is like to be proactive. Reach out first. And if you have any doubt or anything, just solve it. Just ask them. Don't hesitate. I don't think people are like bad enough to like not answer you, or like, even if they don't answer you, that's the worst case scenario. It's okay. You still learn something from it, so that's okay. And then the second thing I would say is stick to the commitment. Like if you are like treat it like an actual, like a meeting, or like you should take them seriously. It's like respecting their time as well. So if you say that you're going to be on that time or whatever, I would say like to be punctual also counts. And I also think like you should choose events that you know that you're going to have fun as well, because for me personally, I'm not a big nightclub person and stuff, so I usually avoided parties and like those kind, not avoided, but yeah, comparatively I would say I would go for like boating, or like rock climbing, or bowling, or something like that. So I went to events that I liked. So then I was able to find people who are also like-minded like me,
Yes.
so it was easier to connect with them.
Yeah.
So that's how it felt easier. That's how it broke that boundary. So I met this Canadian who was like super into rock climbing and stuff. So we really, hit it off, and like I invited my friends as well, and she invited her friends as well. She came to my Halloween party. That's how everything, started. So yeah, I think that's quite important.
Yeah, Sam. Like it's very nice when like-minded people come together and enjoy some things. Yeah, when you talk about like-mindedness, I really want to insist on clubs. I know I am not wrong. I think I know you were part of some of the clubs as well. What is your interest? Like, why did you join them? Like, what what made you to join into the clubs over here?
For me, I just wanted to make use of like what Audencia had a lot, and I think one of the things that really was interesting was how much concentration they gave on like clubs and stuff like that. They had serious budget, and I mean, yeah, even back in India we have clubs, but only some of them are like really popular, and most of them are like all administration based. These were like purely student initiatives. I saw them. I went to some of the events, and I spoke to some of the people. They were really nice and and they were also really they accepted me. They kind of like explained things in English to me and all that stuff. So I was also interested to see what it was. That's why I went. I just wanted to see. Then I saw the student life day that happened. So that time many clubs had come. They were explaining what each club does. So yeah, for me, some of the clubs felt like I could actually contribute and be productive. And also another thing that was interesting was that like this club kind of stimulates the real life environment of like how a French office would work as well, because you might think like, yeah, it's just a student club, but actually no, they're quite organized. They have meetings, they have agendas, they take it very seriously, like budget, motivating people, communication. It's literally like a simulation of the real life working environment in France.
That's quite good insights. What clubs did you join here, and can you tell about something?
Sure. First, I joined a club called Onvol. Onvol was basically a club which is the corporate social responsibility of Audencia. It's more about sustainability events. They have like Fripensia, which is like second-hand sale, and then they have like a lot of sustainability related. They have like Farmers Basket and Dine Dan Le Noir, interesting events like that. Then the other club was Level Up. Level Up is a gamer club. I also personally I like games, but I'm not that much into touch with them right now. But I also still like that interest is there in me. So I went to one of the events. That was one of the people who really like integrated well with me. They were explaining this events in English and stuff like that. That was one of my first experiences, like being part of an Audencia event. It was called Gamer, I forgot, Apartathon. So basically, it's like it's gaming and chill. That's it. Easy to describe. It's just you just come, play some games, have some pizza, and that's it. So it was like a really chill event. So yeah, that was how I joined into that club, and then that was official interview, an audition for the club. I had to show that I was really motivated. Like they don't test you, like they don't like say like, oh, are you good at this? Are you good? No, they're like testing like the motivation you have to join the club, which I think was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. You mentioned motivation and all things.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any opportunity to organize an event in these clubs, or did you have any opportunity to lead any event or some kind of?
Yeah, so in Onwall, I was the secretary.
Okay.
So basically, I had to like be present in all the meetings, take notes, and like talk with the and I'm personally good at like event organization. So in any club I go, I only go for that role. So in both the clubs, I was part of like organizing quite a bit of events actually. Fripensia, like I said, was this second-hand student like sale. Basically, like students donate their clothes or like
Okay.
decor and stuff, and we can sell it to people and give the money back to the students.
Okay.
It's kind of like a sustainability initiative. Then another event called Dine Dan Le Noir. So that is like an event where you have like your the organization is connected with visually impaired people.
Okay.
So those people will like show us the experience of how a person feels, like how visual like it affects them. So basically the people who participate in the event, they have a blindfold and they have a whole 3-course dinner. It's a very very interesting event, and then you have to like experience how it feels to like literally have your eyes closed and do all the like eat dinner, taste, drink, and they even teach you like little braille and stuff. So that was also interesting. And in Level Up, I was part of intergaming competition with schools like HEC and some Grenoble and stuff like that. They had come, So it was the 3rd edition of the gamer tournament. So yeah, that was also interesting. I was in charge of like a taco stand or something. I was making tacos and selling. But yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah.
So Sam, you kept yourself engaging in clubs more than I thought. Yeah. Before that, do you speak French, or I mean like the local language here?
No, I mean maybe a little bit, because before coming here, I took 2 months of French classes, so I finished till A1. I don't have an official certificate for it because it's just an online class. But yeah, so in Audencia also has French classes, right?
Yes.
So I went in the A2 level there. And that's it. Then everything else is just like conversational French, nothing higher level than that.
The thing I literally shift toward French is because when me and one of my friend in our initial days went to a club, we were keen to join that club. So when we had conversation with them, they said that French plays a crucial role in like managing things and being part of that club. So did you ever feel that situation, or did you don't think that French should be there? I'm like someone should know French to join the clubs and things.
Okay, so it's a good thing that you asked this question. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking it like very all positive and all that stuff, but yeah, some clubs, some of them might want a bit of French level because they're interacting with either French companies, or it could be depending on your roles. Some of them, like the missions, could be fully in French, so it's understandable. Like both the clubs that I went to in the first one, they were quite. They were also kind of trying to make the club more international.
Okay.
They were trying to make a space for international students, so that was also nice. So during the interview, I also said that I want to open the club up for more international students so that everyone can participate, and there could be a cultural exchange and stuff like that. But the club that I am in right now, it's called ACE, like it's the entrepreneurship club. That one actually, they very much insisted on French. The messages will be in French. Like the other clubs, they actually made an effort, right? They put all the messages in English, all the chat and the meetings were in English and stuff like that. But this club was more French. So there's a little bit of a difference here and there. But majority of them, they are okay with accepting you as you are. It's okay if you don't know French. You can use this as an opportunity to increase your French as well, by listening to the meetings in French and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's pretty cool, Sam. If I ask you, like, what advice do you give to someone who is shy or nervous to join clubs? Like looking language barrier and like perspective of looking differently, the culture differences as well?
Yeah, so I think Audencia luckily was someone who was actually like they had auditions and they had like fair auditions, you know. Even back in India, there were a lot of politics about joining clubs and stuff like that. I would say it was completely opposite here. Maybe there might be politics, there could be, but I was not aware of any of them. So they were quite receptive to like new people joining. They did not have a lot of problems and stuff like that. But yeah, the advice that I would say is to basically, if you have any doubts, just ask them. Don't feel shy. And one really good thing is if you are frank, they will love it. Like French people, like as far as I know, the students, they're very frank. They're like, this is this is that, you know. You don't have to hide stuff from them, or like, that's why they ask about the motivation, right? They don't care about what qualities you possess. They want to know that you will be motivated enough to do well in the like you know like showcasing their club more or whatever it is. So it's all about the motivation. So if you're really motivated, then apply for the club. Otherwise, I feel like it won't really work out. But other than that, yeah, basically be frank and be motivated. That's it.
Yeah, Frank. Like, yeah, I can also say that. Like, for example, in India, when someone asks us, "How are you?" In a good will, we say, "Yeah, I'm fine," in whatever aspect and whatever situation we are in.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I faced my classmates here, when I asked them, they were like fatiguey. They say, "I'm tired. I'm sleepy."
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I know. I agree
even
with
even
what
if I say that, if when they ask me how are you, I say fine. Are you really fine? They're gonna ask me. They're gonna keep a question mark on my face itself.
Yeah. Even like when talking with teachers and stuff, they are quite frank. I really admire them.
Yeah. I'm like, they won't really make a difference between student and
Yeah.
staff, as we see in India. I'm sorry to say this, but yeah, they don't really have. One more thing, Sam. What qualities you build up joining this club? I'm like, how you feel that this journey in clubs and making social life and all the things helped your career or student life?
Okay, so what happened was like one of my friends who's also part of this club, she put that in her resume. Like she's in the gap year right now. She put that in the resume, and during the interview, they really focused on that. They kept asking, "What did you do in this club?" Like she was part of the like organizing the gaming and stuff. So she told that in the interview, and it really made an impact on the interview. She said that when I apply to kind of use that as well. But I'm not saying that just because of that join the club. Not at all. Please don't do that. But I'm saying that it will have a little bit of impact. You can understand how a real organization works, how people in France work, and you can also have some responsibility. It's a commitment, and you have to stick to the commitment. And I think as someone who's coming to kind of like advance themselves in career or like just in life, like doing a master's is kind of like that, right? So when you're doing that, it's like taking more responsibilities. I think it's a good thing. And also have like learn about work-life balance before actually going to work as well. So yeah.
Sam, I do don't know that being in clubs and like being part of it gonna make a big difference in our CV as well. Can you share us one or two moments? I'm like the best memorable moment for you in clubs or any other social life.
Sure. So yeah, there were a lot of moments. I think one of the ones that I really liked doing was, because you said social life, I would say was organizing my first Halloween party. That was fun. Like just calling people. Like I had no idea. Like people whom I knew only after coming to France and stuff like that. So that was something that I did. Like I completely did the decor, the invitations. It was fun. You know, that was one thing. And in terms of clubs, I would say one of the first times that I went to an event in Audencia, it was that gaming and chill event, because I met 3 girls there. After that, we became really close friends, and even now we keep in touch. We went out to like do other social hangs and stuff. So I think that kind of started my whole Audencia student club life, because after that only I joined that club, then I joined another club, and then after that indirectly impacted quite a bit of my whole student life as a whole. So I think I'm really thankful to those 3 girls for like being so open, explaining things in English, because that time I was like super bad in French. So they were like explaining things to me in English. We went out to eat fondant boulois and stuff like that. So yeah, that was really, so I really think about them when I see memorable experience.
So you say one leads to another.
Exactly. So always keep your eyes open, you know, always. keep your eyes open for any opportunity. Don't hesitate to go to an event, or even if you think like you're going to feel alone. That's how I felt. So this gaming and chill, when I first went, actually I got lost. I wanted to go back home because it was my first time out in North, like going outside alone without my friends. I was afraid it was getting dark. I called a cab to go to the place, but the cab driver cancelled on me because she didn't understand my French. So at that point, I was about to give up and go home. Then I was like, no, okay, I made a commitment, let's go. And then I ended up going, and then the people there were so nice. It completely changed the whole, like, it completely turned my day around. So yeah, so keep going even if you think it's hard.
Yeah, one more thing I forgot to ask you. Did you focus only on clubs in Audencia, or did you join any other clubs in like in North or any? Did you have any opportunity to join other clubs other than college clubs?
Actually, yeah, I did. I joined a table tennis club in Orvo.
Okay.
That was also quite fun. It was all like, it was not students, right? So there'll be like elderly people and stuff. But it was really fun. They were also nice. I met like a couple of nice, an English professor, a woman who used to work in the UK. And stuff like that. Even my roommate is part of a club, and he goes to tournaments on the weekend and stuff like that. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities out there. You just have to keep your eyes open.
Okay. Do you have any recommendations like apps or media handles or places or like where people can know more about clubs and things?
Yeah. So that's one more thing I should say. So there's Audencia Facebook group.
Okay.
So that's quite important. I feel like a lot of students are not on it. It would be important to be on it, because even if you're not in the club, you can still go to the event, right?
Okay.
So that's how I went to a lot of events in Audencia. Even if I was not part of their club, I would still go to the event, and most of these were free. So these are like free resources to just network, to meet people, to improve your French, to like get a new experience, cultural exchange and stuff like that. I even went to like bachelor events because they were interesting. They were like cultural exchange. So one of this was like a World Cultural Day or something. So like there were like Moroccans, Russians, and they all brought their food. They dressed in their country colors and stuff, and we exchanged food and stuff like that. This was not Audencia Masters, but this was Audencia Bachelors. But still, people were so nice. So it's all about just going and and don't always be like, oh, I want my friend to come, then only I'll go. Please don't have that attitude. I would say it would not help anyone. You will stop yourself from going. I think, even if you think you're going to be alone, you should just go for it. If you don't like it, you can come back, So that's it.
Yeah, I have seen not much people on Facebook of Audencia as well. Not only Audencia, I think every college has their own Facebook groups and couple of groups. And even though not only the college groups, when you go to some place, there will be some groups which gonna focus on that area, that club. Some like if you are interested in some badminton or as you mentioned, table tennis, right? Yeah, table tennis. There will be some group, the players who gonna play table tennis. They're gonna be club. So there is always good to join the WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. Yeah. One thing I want to ask you is how you are able to manage your club's commitments and your academics here.
So actually, before even join the club, they ask like, you can only join up to some 2 clubs or something at a time.
Okay.
So that's another reason why I only joined 2 clubs. I would have loved to join more, to be honest. But actually, Audencia, I would say, fairly easy to adjust your schedule, because you don't have 9 to 5 classes. You have like maximum 2 to 3 classes per day. So you can always make time for them. And because I was in the event management pole, you have a lot of like organizing and a lot of like small tasks. So I just like to be organized and break up the tasks into easier ways to do it, and follow like a timeline along with my other team members as well. And projects also, like Audencia, I think, I don't know if people know this, but there are a lot of like projects and class presentation and group works. So yeah, maybe in that terms it is a bit hard, but I would say still I feel like it's just an excuse. If you want to give excuses, you can just give excuses. But for me, clubs also is part of something that I should be learning in a business school, because you're coming to a business school, right? You want to learn how to speak to people, how to network, how to like, this is what you're going to carry forward in your life, all these interpersonal skills. So this also has helped me in like presentations and like speaking out freely, confidence building, stuff like that. So I feel you should give this, I mean, social life is not that important, but I'm saying like you should also give it equal importance, like respect.
Yes,
Just like how you give studies your respect, you should also give like people and the people you meet and all that. It's respect and commitment. That's it.
that's cool. Uh, if I ask you, what is one thing you have learned about yourself throughout this journey?
Throughout the journey in Audencia, I would say,
And like, it's not about Audencia coming abroad,
coming
living
abroad.
here
Mm.
in different with adapting to different culture,
Yeah.
different courses, different academic paths, and all the things.
Yeah, I would say it was interesting to see. Like I could see myself growing first.
Yeah.
You know, the more I do stuff, the more I grow and like learn new things and stuff. But also, I was surprised by how capable I was. Like back in India, everything was kind of like dependent on my parents a lot. I didn't do a lot of things alone. Despite that, also I was also involved in like some clubs there and all that stuff. But not this much freedom, right? Here, freedom is one really good thing you have. You just shouldn't misuse it. And I also realized like how capable I was. Like I gained a lot of confidence and stuff like that. Those are normal. But also I got kind of more motivated with myself, like how to, other than just only studies and stuff, but also like how to keep your house, you know,
Yeah.
clean and organized, how to keep your work-life balanced, and how to keep your social life balanced. It was a good learning curve. Yeah.
Yeah, you spoke about freedom. Yeah, I too can say like we have a space for our personal life apart from our courses. Like not that much similar to in India, so
Yeah.
we can explore few things.
Absolutely.
We'll know which one we like, which one
Yeah.
we want to explore. So we will get
Yeah.
pretty much good time to explore things and do some things. Yeah, Sam, if you go back in time, if you have to change one thing in this whole process and in your journey, what it would be?
Ah.
A tricky one.
Yeah, it's kind of
See,
tricky.
but there will be something like we always think that this one I should have done differently, but
Yeah.
this one I should have known before itself doing that. So you can say, you can think about it.
I mean, I don't know if it's anything interesting, but I think it's about like doing more research. Like, I kind of tend to, like, just how you see, I register and everything and stuff, right? So, I think it's also important to, like, before you do something, do research on it, like, learn more about it, check the pros and cons.
Okay.
Don't quickly jump into things. I'm not talking in terms of social life, I'm talking in general also. So yeah, I think that would have helped. It's a lot for me. Not take some bad decisions. That's it.
It's a part and like part of taking bad decisions, but sticking to the decisions will make it bad or good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. One last question for
Yeah.
you before moving to rapid fire.
Sure.
What advice would you give to someone who is consider studying abroad or moving out of India to study or doing job, and like who have to adapt to the different culture? In a general perspective, what is one advice or two advices you will give?
Okay, so I think people who want to move abroad and stuff, obviously there's this whole, oh, I'm gonna be free, I'm gonna be autonomous, I'm gonna have, but it's actually that's not the truth. You basically have to be more disciplined. That's it,
Yes.
right? You don't have someone supervising you. You're supervising yourself. So it's not all about like blind freedom. Of course, there's a lot of parties here. It's France. There's a lot of things to do here and stuff. But I'd say don't get distracted. Stay productive. Like for example, I always learn from my classmates around me. I feel like you might feel like they're actually not listening to the professors, but they would actually be working on something from their like freelance company or startup company, or they would be like increasing their skills and stuff. I would say like always be productive, do something and occupy yourself, because use that freedom in that way, like instead of like doom scrolling or like just social media and stuff. Those are fun as well, those are good commitments as well, but I'm saying you should also kind of like take a chance to improve your hobby. For example, suppose rock climbing is not famous in India, here it's there, then
Yeah.
go to class, give commitment to that, spend a little bit money on that, save up money on like things you want to work on. Don't like it's not like like don't do this, but I'm also saying give some time to yourself and do stuff other than just, you know, only clubbing or like stuff like that. There's so much things to do in France. Just keep your eyes open, and I think you'll find the people for you and also the activity for you.
Yeah, cool. The one thing you mentioned about doing productive, I too observed a bit in my classes as well. I always see French people open their LinkedIn,
Exactly.
apply to internships, because most of the courses here the internships very much mandatory
Yeah.
to get the certificate. So they literally go on some website, apply for internships,
Yeah.
or writing CV or cover letters.
Yeah.
This is what I always see when they come to classes. Apart from listening to the courses,
Yeah.
that is a major thing they really focus on.
Yeah, and just like what you said, but one more thing I want to add is they also give their 100%. Like, okay, maybe some classmates might not be motivated enough, okay, but then mostly they give their 100%. Like, you would always see them answering to questions to a professor. They won't be hiding behind like their laptop and like doing stuff. They would actually be answering. They'll be involved. If someone asks a question, they'll think 100% and like try to give their best. So I think that's also something we should learn. I mean, of course we also do the same thing, but it's also something that I learned personally.
Okay.
It's like, just because I'm doing something else doesn't mean I can't, give attention to the other work as well. So yeah, that's important too.
Cool. I hope you have given a lot of insights to the people who are looking
I hope
this
so.
video.
I hope
Yeah.
it was helpful.
Are you ready for rapid fire? Sam, are you ready for rapid fire?
Okay, I think so.
Yeah. Who is the one person you turn to for emotional support or any other support here in France?
In France,
Yeah.
I would say my friends, like Shalom.
Okay. Okay. If you weren't here in France right now, what do you think you would be doing in India?
In India, I would be working, but probably in the actually similar business development sector or like market strategy or something like that.
Cool. What's one thing you always carry when you go to club events?
Oh, I have one bag which I consider it lucky. It also has an air tag because my dad considers safety as one of the important things.
Okay.
So that bag has that air tag, so I'll carry that everywhere.
Okay, nice. A bit of emotional as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you love about social life in France?
People are quite, there is a stereotype that they're quite closed off, but I would say it was the opposite, like for me, probably because it's Nantes, but also because like people are quite open. So I think that's a good thing about France.
Cool. What advice would you give to your younger self?
This is hard, but yeah, I'd probably just say, like, don't put off things till tomorrow. Do them today.
Okay.
Like whether you're learning French, then do them today. Don't ever say like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I think that's the number one thing that I'm struggling with.
You would avoid procrastination.
Procrastination, yeah.
Cool. What's your local favorite food? Like favorite local food? Sorry.
Favorite local food in French cuisine?
Yeah.
Pain au chocolat.
Pain au chocolat.
Okay.
Oh, you went to bakery.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you so much for coming, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It was very professional and you're a great host.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. Yeah. Do you have anything to say for our audience?
I'd say that if in case you guys need any like advice or help or like suggestions on what to do or anything, you can reach out to me anytime. I would attach my like LinkedIn socials or whatever below. So yeah, please feel free to reach out anytime.
I will attach her LinkedIn profile in the description. You can reach out to her if you have any questions. You can comment here as well if you have any questions about anything. I hope you loved our episode. Thank you so much for watching.